This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Storm Collectibles King of Fighters 98, Terry Bogard. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Storm window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see multiple images and panels showcasing the figure in multiple posing positions with his different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Terry Bogard out of the box. And man, this is a fantastic figure, as I absolutely love the King of Fighters, and Terry Bogard, in my opinion, is definitely one of the best fighting game characters there is. He's just totally a badass, and this is one badass figure of the character. So before we take a closer look at the actual figure, I want to run down his accessories. So Terry does come with a good amount of accessories. Starting off, we get 3 effect pieces, an extra vest, 4 interchangeable ponytails, 4 interchangeable head sculpts, and 10 interchangeable hands. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Terry Bogard. Alright guys, let's take a closer look at Terry Bogard. I love this figure, man. Again, I'm a giant King of Fighters fan, but I'm also a Fatal Fury fan, and it's super cool that we're getting Terry from Storm Collectibles. So first thing I noticed right away, we actually get his Fatal Fury cap right there, which is really cool. I love that. A very signature thing for Terry Bogard. I think it looks really, really cool. We got his signature red vest with the tattered white sleeves, all looking really nice. The paint on Storm Collectibles figures always comes out super clean. His nice blue gloves, those look really nice too. The sculpting of the pants and the folds and things like that looks really, really nice. Really digging this. His red kicks, his chucks, I love that. That looks really cool too. We got some tread on the feet, and you can probably tell. Let me see if I can maybe darken up my camera here a bit. I don't know. It's kind of tricky to see, but there is like a wash on his pants to make it look like actual blue jeans. So if you guys can see that, I'm not fully sure, but I mean, it is there, and actually it does look really, really cool. Turn this around, you can see sculpted pockets on the pants of his butt right there. All the folds look really, really nice. Very subtle folds, but still looks really, really cool. Then you get his signature star on the back of his vest like that with his long ponytail. So this looks really, really good, man. I'm loving this dude. Loving the SNK characters. Loving the King of Fighters characters. And Terry Bogard is definitely one of those guys you just have to add to your collection. Okay, so let's talk accessories. So we get a ton of interchangeable hands. So we got these more like curled finger hands. We get closed-fisted hands. We got more fingers, more relaxed hands, things like that. We got these ones where the fingers are a little more pointed out. Those look really nice. So these are just on your standard Storm Collectibles pegs. These little wrist wraps will kind of come off separately. So you just got to be careful with what you're doing. Make sure when you're switching out the hands that you don't lose those. But just something to note. So again, we get pretty much every hand we could possibly need for this figure. So that's really, really good. We also do get interchangeable heads, so that's really cool. So we got the standard head, you know, very straightforward looking really nice. The sculpt, the eyes, the paint, everything looks really, really good. We do get a more smirking, smiling head, which looks really nice too. I love the bangs kind of like over his face like that. Looks really, really good. We also do get an angry head with the gritting teeth. That one looks awesome too. The paint in the teeth looks really nice. Then we also do get a yelling head, which came out great too. I love that for really awesome action poses and things like that, so that works out really, really cool. Okay, so we also actually do get things like his interchangeable ponytails here. So that's really cool too. So we got two of these in this more like resting type of pose like that. So we get two of those, and I'm not sure why they give us two, maybe in just case one of them breaks. I'm not fully sure. But we also get one where it kind of flares out a little bit more, so that's really nice. That works out good. And then we get one that flares out even more for some really nice action poses. So those are just on simple little pegs right there, and you can see how the peg itself is, and you just peg it in like so. So when you're like posing around, you can move these around to do certain things. And then the heads are just on standard ball pegs as well. Again, some same stuff we've seen with a bunch of other Storm Collectibles figures. What we also do get, we get an interchangeable vest. This is really cool because, as you can see, the difference, this one's more just relaxed, this one's more flared out for like action poses. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take the head off, and then you're going to actually want to pop out the arms, and you can see the sleeves of the arms actually come out like this for the shirt, like that, and then just pop this one off on this side too. Take the vest off, so you're going to have it like that, and then you can pop on the other vest like so, and then put the arms back in like that, like so, and then get the other arm on. Did I just put that on backwards? I did just put that on backwards. My bad. It's kind of hard to do this while I'm filming. So let me get this back on right here. Oh, I'm totally messing this up right now. My arms are totally backwards. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm like totally doing this wrong right now. So let's get that on there. Get that on that side like so. And you can kind of just like adjust it a bit so it fits a little more appropriately. Things like that. And then we can get his head back on like that. And then you can kind of see how it billows out a little more. It flares back more. So that's really good for action poses and things like that. And that's honestly something that Storm Collectibles doesn't need to do. But they do it just for that added oomph and added style. So me personally, I totally appreciate that. So I'm just going to leave that on for the rest of this review because that was kind of a pain in the butt. Anyways, we also do get some effect pieces. We get this burn knuckle effect piece. I love that. So that's really just going to plug into a fist. You can just put it in like so. It goes on there really nice and easily, and it stays on there. So you can get some really cool punches and effects and things like that. So that's really cool. Again, I love the blue, that clear blue that fades into the white. That looks really nice. I think that came out so good. Loving how they do that. I love that we get so many good effects with Storm Collectibles figures. We also do get his smaller projectile like that. I love this. This is just going to kind of like rest on the ground, and you'll see some pictures with all this stuff later on, but how it kind of just slides across the floor like that. I love this. This is the more smaller one, which looks really good. Again, that clear yellow, a little bit of paint in there to make it look shine a little more and things like that. I love this. But we also do get the larger like effect. Like this thing is insane. I love this so much. It's legit like I'm standing right next to him. It's like legit bigger than the figure itself. So that's really cool. I mean, this is it's real hollowed plastic. But man, again, you'll see pictures in a little bit, but this thing is ginormous. It's so nicely done. All the spikes and flares and sparks and things like that look really good. I just think this is a really cool looking effect. I think Storm Collectibles absolutely killed it. You know, because I've seen other effects like this, but this one's freaking impressive, man. It's just so big. Like, I don't know why I'm so impressed with that, but it looks really good posed up with your figure, so I absolutely love that. Alright guys, now let's run down his articulation here. So the head and the neck are on ball joints, rolls around just like so, does turn left and right, looks up that far, down that much, and pivot side to side. His hairpiece kind of did fall off, and that's one thing I'll notice. The hair does fall off pretty easily, but I have showed you guys that it can move around and things like that, so you could pose that around too. So, you know, I'm just going to take that off for a second. So the arms can go full 360 up and out that far like so, and you're constantly going to have to be maneuvering the sleeves on the inside of that socket, just because they kind of get tucked under the vest and things like that and move out the way. So I like the sleeves to show a little more, so you're going to have to play with that as you go. We do get a butterfly joint in there, so you can bring the arm all the way across the chest like that, but it will pop out if you go too far. But luckily, they're made to go right back in, so that's really nice. Back and forth like that. We get rotation at the bicep. We got a double jointed elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around very nicely. Rotates left and right. Crunches back and forth and pivot side to side. We got hip joints that kick up and forward that far. That's pretty good. Back all the way that far. We can do the splits that much, so that's really nice. Rotation in the upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that I wish could bend back further. I'm noticing that's kind of an issue with me when it comes to Storm Collectibles. Not a big issue, but it's something I do notice a bit. And then we got ball pegs at the ankles, so those roll around a bit, rotate, pivot side to side, and then we do get toe articulation. So overall, I freaking love this figure. Again, I love King of Fighters. I love SNK games, but man, Terry Bogard here is definitely one of those like key characters in SNK in my opinion, and in my opinion, honestly, there's no better Terry Bogard out there. I've seen a few others from like, Bandai made one from I think was it the D-Arts line, and I know there's more out there, but still, this is definitely the best Terry Bogard figure you can possibly get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figure. Also for comparison, here he is standing next to a Storm Collectibles Kyo Kusanagi in Iori Yagami. And just for fun, here he is with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Storm Collectibles Terry Bogard. Now overall, I think this thing is incredible, and Storm Collectibles just proves over and over again that they are making the best fighting game figures you can possibly get right now. The articulation is so well done, nice and tight joints, the sculpt is always gorgeous, and the paint is always super clean with these. I absolutely love them. Again, they're just getting better. Now, Terry Bogard here is freaking kick-ass. I love his Fatal Fury hat, that's so super cool, and all the interchangeable parts that you get are so well done. I especially love all those head sculpts, but man, those effect pieces are so big, so insane, and so detailed that I am super stoked to add Terry Bogard to my collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.